Why are pass breakup stats misleading in football? Imagine a defender knocking down a pass and everyone cheering, but that number might not tell the full story. Pass breakups are often seen as a sign of great coverage, but they can be tricky to interpret. The reason is that these stats don't always show how well a player is truly defending. For example, if a cornerback is rarely targeted by quarterbacks, they might have very few pass breakups. That doesn't mean they are a bad defender. It just means quarterbacks avoid throwing their way. On the other hand, a defender who is targeted often might rack up many pass breakups. But they could also be giving up a lot of completions, which makes their coverage look worse than it really is. Raw pass breakup numbers don't tell us how difficult the plays were. Sometimes a defender gets a PBU on a poorly thrown ball or when a receiver makes a mistake. That doesn't mean the defender covered perfectly. A pass breakup on a third down is usually more important than one in a less critical situation, but stats don't differentiate. They treat all PBUs the same, which can be misleading. Plus, pass breakups don't reveal how often a receiver gets open or how well a defender wins their individual matchups. If a receiver is open all the time, a defender might still get some PBUs just by luck. Smart analysts use other numbers to get a clearer picture. They look at how many targets a defender faces, their completion percentage allowed, and how often receivers get open against them. Ratios like pass breakups per target or adjusted completion percentage allowed help make sense of the raw numbers. These metrics show whether a defender is truly good at covering or just benefiting from limited opportunities. In real terms, relying only on pass breakup stats can give a false impression of a player's skill. Coaches and analysts combine these numbers with other data to better understand a player's strengths and weaknesses. They consider how often a defender is targeted, how many completions they allow, and how well they cover receivers in different situations. This way, they avoid jumping to conclusions based on incomplete information. So, while pass breakups are a useful part of defensive stats, they don't tell the whole story. They need to be looked at alongside other numbers and context to truly understand how good a defender is at pass coverage. Without that, it's easy to overestimate or underestimate a player's impact on pass defense.